In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to clean up the mandatory footer block in the Mailchimp new builder. This is a quick but important editing task that helps keep your newsletter looking polished while still meeting the platform's legal requirements. To begin, open your active newsletter blueprint inside the Mailchimp new builder workspace. Make sure you're in the main editing view where you can see the full email layout on the canvas. This is where you'll be able to review each section of the newsletter and make visual adjustments directly inside the builder. Once you're in the workspace, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the email. You're looking for the footer area, specifically the section near the bottom margin lines. This is the layout zone that contains the required footer tracking block. In most cases, this area includes the legal and compliance-related content that Mailchimp automatically keeps in place for email sending standards. It's important to understand before making any edits that you cannot fully delete this footer block. That section is there for anti-spam and legal compliance reasons, and Mailchimp requires certain elements to remain in the email. So the goal here is not to remove the entire footer, but to simplify it by clearing out anything that is optional or visually distracting. Take a close look inside the footer block zone and identify any extra custom design elements that may have been added. This can include decorative divider lines, secondary descriptive text, or any additional styling blocks that aren't necessary for the required legal information. You want to keep the footer clean and functional, especially if the current version feels cluttered or too heavy compared to the rest of your email design. After you've selected one of those non-essential elements, use the trash can icon on the module wrapper to remove it. Repeat that process for each extra styling or layout piece that doesn't need to stay. As you do this, be careful to leave the required legal links and compliance content untouched. Those are essential and should remain visible in the footer. As a general tip, after cleaning up the footer, take a final look at the full email from top to bottom to make sure the visual flow still feels balanced. A simpler footer often makes the entire newsletter feel more professional and easier to read. Once everything looks right, you're ready to continue editing or move on to your next step in the build.